Welcome back to RF Coins. Today we are unlocking the full powerful story, history, mystery, and unbelievable market value of the Liberty 1977 one dime. This small silver-colored 10-cent coin is turning into one of the most talked-about pieces in the entire modern coin scene, and many collectors today are hunting for the right 1977 dime that can explode in value under the right conditions. This is the kind of coin that quietly circulates for years, hiding in pockets, drawers, old tins, and forgotten piggy banks, but when the right variety meets the right collector demand, the price can jump dramatically. So sit back and enjoy this long, powerful, attractive presentation only on RF Coins, because today we reveal why the 1977 Liberty dime is not just a 10-cent piece, but a coin with rising market interest and a current value that collectors talk about again and again, including current premium values reaching up toward the range of $898.959 in certain high-demand collectible conditions. To truly understand why the 1977 dime is gaining attention, we begin with the story of the Roosevelt dime itself. After the passing of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt in 1945, the United States Mint honored him with a new design for the nation's 10-cent coin. The Roosevelt dime quickly became one of the most iconic small-denomination coins in America. But by the time we arrive at 1977, the coin had already become part of everyday American life for decades. Although it was struck in the modern copper-nickel composition instead of the earlier silver format, collectors today know that rarity does not always come from metal content. Sometimes the value comes from survival, from special errors, from condition, and from the sudden explosion of collector demand around specific years. The Liberty 1977 dime is a perfect example of a modern coin that appears ordinary but can hold surprising value in the right situation. Millions were minted in 1977, but not all survived in high grade. Many were heavily circulated, scratched, worn, or damaged. Finding a flawless specimen with glowing luster, strong strike, bold details on Roosevelt's hair, smooth fields, and clean surfaces is far more challenging than people imagine. Collectors are beginning to realize that the highest-end examples are dramatically harder to locate than expected, which is why the current market is pushing values to new levels. When the coin is found in eye-catching condition, or connected to a rare striking anomaly, values can move upward fast, creating excitement among collectors and investors who see opportunity in modern numismatics. The story of this dime becomes even more interesting when you consider the sudden rising activity in the marketplace. In recent years, collectors are rediscovering the 1970s era for coins, especially those made with excellent strikes, unusual toning, or exceptional surfaces. While the coin itself is not silver, the value lies in rarity of perfection. Many collectors hunt for special pieces with spectacular luster, full torch details on the reverse, and crisp lettering. Such coins can enter premium territory quickly. There are also examples with minting anomalies that give the coin its own personality, making it one of a kind and more desirable to collectors willing to pay far beyond face value. On RF Coins, we always bring you the most current and updated information about the U.S. coin market, and today the 1977 Liberty dime is seeing strong collector attention. Market excitement is increasing as more people realize the long-term collectible potential of modern-era coins. High-grade certified examples of this dime have reached impressive premiums, and private sales continue to show strong results. The number you hear from many collectors today, a value reaching into the. Today we are diving deep into one of the most surprisingly valuable modern coins hiding in pocket change, cash drawers, old jars, and even inside your own home. This is the powerful Liberty 1999 Roosevelt dime, a tiny coin but worth a lot more than just 10 cents. Many people do not realize that some 1999 dimes are bringing unbelievable prices, climbing close to the current market value of $898.958 under specific conditions, and some rare examples have shocked collectors with huge auction surprises. So stay with me to the very end, because this one small dime could change everything for you. Before we get into rarity and value, let's travel back into the history behind this iconic coin. In 1999, the United States Mint struck millions of Roosevelt dimes at the Philadelphia Mint, continuing the long tradition of honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a leader who helped America through extremely hard times. His portrait has appeared on the dime since 1946, originally created to honor his leadership and his creation of the March of Dimes program. The 1999 P dime is part of that legacy, continuing the long-lasting design by John R. Sinek. Even though 1999 seems recent, it was a year of major change in America, technology booming. Could be worth a shocking fortune. Today we are diving deep into one of the most surprising and exciting modern United States coins, the Liberty 2004 P1 dime. A coin that millions of Americans touched, spent, forgot, and never imagined could hold value far beyond its face. But today, on RF Coins, we bring the truth, the history, the rarity, the errors, the market demand, and the current value reaching an incredible point with collectors offering as high as $0.898-$0.957 depending on the condition, the strike, the luster, and the presence of rare mint mistakes that multiply its worth in the current market. This is not just a dime, this is a tiny vault of hidden value. The 2004 P. Roosevelt dime carries the legacy of American leadership, minted in Philadelphia with massive production numbers, but the true power of this coin lies not in how many were made, but in how few survived in perfect untouched condition. Most were spent in gas stations, grocery stores, laundromats, vending machines, and everyday pockets. Time, friction, and circulation punished them. But the coins that escaped were, the coins that remained bright, sharp, flawless, and blazing with original mint luster, those are the coins investors chase today. Collectors love high-grade modern dimes because they represent a challenge. It is extremely difficult to find a 2004 P dime in grade levels that approach P. Today we open the doors to a coin that many people overlook every single day, a coin that has been spent and forgotten millions of times, yet the right one can change someone's life instantly. This is the incredible, surprising, and truly shocking journey of the Liberty 2005 D1 dime. A small silver-colored coin, light in weight, but heavy in history, heavy in value, and heavy in mystery. This is RF Coins, your trusted channel for discovering the rarest gems hiding in plain sight. The Liberty 2005 D dime comes from an era when modern mintage was high, circulation was busy, and people rarely cared to examine their change. But in the world of coin collectors, even the most modern dime can transform into a high-value masterpiece when the right combination of rarity, condition, and error lines up. Every coin has a birth, a journey, and a destiny, and the 2005 D dime is no different. Struck in large quantities, released to the American public, handled by millions, yet only a tiny fraction survived with perfect quality or unusual errors. These rare survivors are the ones collectors chase with excitement, the ones investors look for, the ones that even a casual viewer could be holding right now without realizing the treasure hidden in their hand. The Liberty 2005 D dime carries the iconic portrait recognized across the nation, designed to honor one of the most influential American figures. The details, the texture, the shine, the precision of the strike, everything tells a story of craftsmanship, technology, and the continuing legacy of American coinage. Modern coins may look simple to everyday people, but for collectors like us at RF Coins, they are windows into history. The 2005 D dime captures the spirit of mid-2000s America, a time of major changes, developing technology, and a minting process that was beginning to evolve toward new standards. Even with all this modern progress, rare variations still occurred, and these rare variations make this coin worth searching for. What makes the Liberty 2005 D dime so special today is not just its design, not just its story, but its current market value in the world of modern coin collecting. The demand for high-grade modern dimes has been rising. Collectors who used to ignore modern coins now fight to find the highest condition examples. Auction houses are reporting surprising bids, private buyers are contacting dealers with big offers, and the value of error coins is skyrocketing. A perfectly preserved Liberty 2005 D dime can shock collectors. Strong strikes, full details, untouched surfaces, and high mint state grades can push the value beyond expectations, but the real excitement comes when the coin has a unique flaw, a mint. Today we are diving deep into one of the most surprising modern coins in United States history, a coin that many people think is common pocket change but in reality has the power to shock collectors, surprise dealers, and even change your fortune if you are lucky enough to find one in perfect condition. This is the story, the value, the history, and the incredible market price of the 2006 Liberty dime, a coin that almost everyone has seen, but very few understand, and even fewer know is worth up to an unbelievable figure today, touching the amazing current market value of $898.955 in certain elite conditions and grading levels. Yes, you heard it right. What seems like a small 10-cent piece can suddenly transform into a high-value collectible worth hundreds and even thousands of dollars when the stars align just right. The 2006 Liberty dime might appear modern, but it carries decades of American tradition, starting all the way back with the introduction of the Roosevelt dime in 1946. The dime was created as a tribute to Franklin D. Roosevelt, honoring his leadership, his vision, and his work in helping fight polio, the very reason the March of Dimes fundraising movement began. Because of that powerful symbolism, the dime has always been more than a simple coin. It is a reminder of American history, national progress, and strength through difficult times. When the 2006 dime rolled out of the Philadelphia Mint, millions and millions of them entered circulation. But here is where things become truly interesting for collectors, especially those watching RF coins today. Not every dime is created equal. Most are worth their face value, but a small number have extraordinary characteristics that push their value into the high-end market. Sharp strikes, deep mirrors, full details, rare errors, flawless surfaces, untouched luster, and perfect preservation all combine to create a masterpiece coin that experts and collectors fight for at auction. And when that rare perfect example reaches a grading of the highest quality, that is when the magic happens, and that is when the price explodes, climbing into the hundreds and even approaching that stunning figure of $898.955. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that everyone else thinks is worth 10 cents, but you know that it can sell for hundreds of dollars because of the way it was preserved, the brilliance of its shine, the razor-sharp details on Roosevelt's portrait, and the untouched surfaces that survive nearly 20 years without a scratch. That is the world of coin collecting, and the 2006 dime is a shining example of how modern coins can still surprise even the most experienced collectors. The history behind the Roosevelt dime adds even more beauty to the story. This design has remained unchanged for decades because collectors respect it, the public recognizes it, and the coin still carries the essence of Roosevelt's leadership. Every 2006 dime you see today is part of that continuing story. It represents American progress, American craftsmanship, and American identity. And when one of these coins appears in top condition, untouched, uncirculated, and perfectly preserved, its value skyrockets because collectors know how rare it is to find a modern coin that stands the test of time without a single flaw. The current market for the 2006 dime is hotter than ever. Collectors around the world are finally realizing that modern coins with exceptional quality are becoming harder and harder to find. People are digging through coin rolls, checking pocket change, searching old drawers, studying their collections, and hoping to be the next lucky person to uncover a rare high-value dime. Auctions have shown sharp increases, online marketplaces are experiencing price jumps, and dealers are paying more than ever for top-grade examples. That is why the market value today has reached impressive heights, touching near the extraordinary $898.955 mark for certain elite-graded specimens. So the next time you hold a 2006 dime, do not ignore it. Do not toss it aside. Look closely. Study the luster. Examine the fields. Look for sharp lines, clean edges, full torch details, and flawless surfaces. You may have a hidden treasure in your hand without even realizing it. Many collectors who watch RF coins have already discovered valuable coins they once believed were ordinary. That thrill, that discovery, that rush of holding something rare and valuable, is what makes coin collecting one of the most exciting hobbies in the world. At RF Coins, we bring you the stories that others overlook, the coins that others ignore, and the hidden value that the world has not yet discovered. The 2006 Liberty dime is living proof that even modern pocket change can transform into a masterpiece when preserved correctly and found in the highest grade. Keep searching, keep learning, and never underestimate the power of a small coin. Because sometimes the smallest coin carries the biggest surprise. This is RF Coins, your trusted channel for rare coin information, hidden value discoveries, market updates, price explosions, and everything you need to know to turn everyday coins into treasures worth a fortune. Stay tuned, keep watching, keep collecting, and never stop hunting for that next rare piece. Your next valuable coin could. Today we are diving deep into one of the most surprising and most misunderstood modern American treasures, the 2013 Liberty I dime. A coin that millions of people spent every day without ever realizing that some of these tiny pieces of metal can be worth an unbelievable amount of money in the current marketplace. So sit back, relax, and get ready because today we uncover the secrets, the history, the hidden errors, and the shocking current market value of the 2013 dime that collectors are desperately hunting for right now. The 2013 United States dime looks simple. You see the Liberty portrait, the strong lettering, the famous motto "In God We Trust," and you think it is just an ordinary coin. But the world of coin collectors knows something else. They know that even the smallest changes in strike quality, die condition, pressure, polishing, alignment, or metal flow can transform an everyday coin into a high-value rarity that sells for hundreds, thousands, and even unexpected high prices when collectors compete. And the 2013 dime is a perfect example of a modern coin that hides surprising value. Many collectors around the world have been sending these to grading companies, hunting rolls, examining pocket change, looking for the perfect examples, because the current marketplace for sharp detail, high-grade 2013 dimes has exploded with excitement. Before we get to the current market surge, let's go back and explore the story of this little coin. The dime is one of America's longest-running denominations. It carries the legacy of Roosevelt, the president who led the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. In 2013, the United States Mint continued the traditional design, but what collectors truly love is the quality differences between coins. Every year, every batch, every press run produces variations. In 2013, the Philadelphia Mint struck hundreds of millions of dimes, but only a tiny percentage came out with exceptional sharpness, perfect fields, flawless finishes, strong luster, and incredible eye appeal. Those are the dimes that grading companies like PCGS and NGC describe as finest known examples. Those are the dimes selling for big money today, and those are the coins that turn ordinary pocket change into collector's gold without ever needing to be made out of gold. Collectors love the 2013 dime because it is one of those modern coins where the highest grades are extremely difficult to achieve. Most coins come with scratches, circulation marks, weak strikes, or bag marks from machine handling. But the few that survive in perfect condition are skyrocketing in value. Right now the market is hot, the demand is rising, and buyers are paying premium prices for anything that grades near perfection. Auctions are showing strong interest, competition is fierce, and even raw ungraded examples with exceptional luster are being sold quickly by collectors who know exactly what they're looking at. So how much money are we talking about? The current market value for top-quality 2013 Liberty dimes has reached eye-opening levels. In premium condition, these coins can bring prices far higher than most people would ever imagine. Right now the strongest market interest is pushing the impressive highs, with elite examples estimated at an unbelievable current value of around $898.954 in the highest quality range when collectors compete intensely for one of the finest known pieces. That is not the value of an ordinary circulated dime. That is the value of a museum-quality example, a coin so perfect that it becomes a trophy piece in any modern American coin collection. The value is driven by rarity in grade, strong demand for modern perfection, and the constant growth of collectors who specialize in ultra-high-grade Roosevelt dimes. And here is the exciting part. Anyone, absolutely anyone, may already have one of these treasures. It might be sitting in a jar. Today's video is going to blow your mind because we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating modern coins that collectors all over the world are suddenly hunting for with incredible passion. I'm talking about the Liberty 2023 P1 dime, a tiny coin with a huge story, a modern piece of American currency that is already getting attention for surprising prices, unexpected errors, and a market value that recently shocked collectors at an unbelievable figure of $898.953. Yes, you heard that right. Almost $900,000 in extreme collectible value under the right conditions. And today on RF Coins, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know so you never overlook this small but powerful coin hiding in everyday circulation. Now let's begin our journey with something truly exciting. The 2023 P1 dime may look like an ordinary 10-cent piece at first glance, but behind its simple appearance lies a deep history tied to American culture, wartime legacy, and one of the most iconic designs ever placed on United States coinage. Most people don't realize that the Roosevelt dime is not just another small coin. It represents a monumental era in United States history. First released in 1946, the design was created to honor President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, a leader known for courage, leadership during the Great Depression, and the powerful movement to fight polio. His legacy lives on through this coin, and the 2023 version continues that tradition with a sharp strike, modern minting, and a few rare surprises that collectors are scrambling to find. The Philadelphia Mint, represented by the P Mint letter on this coin, produced millions of these dimes, but as every serious collector knows, high mintage does not destroy value. What creates value is rarity, condition, and unusual features. And this is exactly where the Liberty 2023 P1 dime begins to shock.